Salt Lake Bees baseball is on the air.
Yes, this is my squad.
It's time to get you ready for another day at the ballpark with the On Deck Circle.
What do we have on deck?
Fire it up.
And a great matchup as the Salt Lake Bees play Game 4 of their series with the Space Cowboys of Sugarland. Tony Parks with you, and thanks for being with us as always. The Space Cowboys have the best record in the Pacific Coast League, and for good reason. While they have boasted the most explosive offense in the league, in this series it's been about getting it done with their pitching staff and their timely defense. Last night, a great pitcher's duel as Ryan Gusto had a great outing for the Space Cowboys. 6 complete innings, gave up 3 hits and a run, got some help from his friends in the pen as they held the Bees to 2 runs scored in each game of this series. For the Bees last night, what a performance for Zach Plesac, his best one so far of the year. Dominant in his 8 1/3 innings of work, struck out 9, gave up just a run on 3 hits. He was in control from the start. This is what Ron Washington and the Angels were excited about when they signed him during the offseason. Sugarland took Game 3 by the final of 3-2 in extras. The pitching matchup for tonight, it'll be Blair Henley, 2-4 on the year with a 5.44 ERA. He goes up against a guy who is a very familiar face around these parts, Reed Detmers, getting the start for the Bees. The last time he started for the Bees, struck out 14 in a game 2 years ago. Well, that was also the same year that Detmers and the guy behind the plate, Chad Wallach, they were a part of a very historic night and a memorable night in Orange County. A no-hitter into the 9th inning with 2 down. It was completed right there, and the celebration was on. Reed Detmers and Chad Wallach embracing out there on the mound in what was a night to remember and a season to remember, both for Reed Detmers and also for Chad Wallach. He started this year with 3 straight wins for the Halos, but it's been an uphill climb since. For more on that, we check in with Sammy Miller.
It has been a roller coaster of a year for Reed Detmers, who had a strong start with the Angels with a 1.19 ERA in his first 4 outings, but ever since he has been struggling with his command on the mound. When he was optioned down to the AAA, he said he has 2 options. One, he can come down and be sad and pout and not get better, or the second option is he can come down, make the most of it, get better with his pitching arsenal, and he will definitely choose the latter. He's excited for the challenge and to learn a lot down here in Salt Lake. Angels manager Ron Washington said that he wants him to work on his pitches in a less stressful environment and then get called back up. Tony, we saw last night with Zach Plesac's lights-out performance how important it is to have a strong starting pitcher, and let's hope that he can do the same tonight.
Thank you, Sammy. We're all set for first pitch when we come back. Don't go anywhere. We have a good one. Sugarland in Salt Lake on your home for Bees Baseball, KMYU.
Do you hear that? Didn't think so. That's the sound of your engine building up harmful deposits. And unfortunately, that starts the moment you drive it off the lot. But here's the good news. Valvoline has revolutionized a way to completely reverse them. Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect. It's the first and only motor oil that restores pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. That's right, 100%. Restoring your pistons to factory clean. New Restore and Protect from Valvoline.
Can you turn a small bet into a legendary win on the Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app? Download Hard Rock Bet now. If your first bet doesn't win, get up to $100 back for another shot. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
That was aight. Mi flow es más picante encendida. Esa barra yo comí. No te metas con la mía. Versus gifted. It's too hot. Get out the kitchen. Cause I'm cooking and it's hitting like the spicy church's chicken.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Remarkable change begins with daring to be different. Baby, I'm on a mission with Boost Mobile to putting the latest phones in the hands of more people. Introducing the Signature Coach Prime Razor, only from Boost Mobile. Rush to your nearest Boost Mobile retailer and get your Signature Coach Prime Razor on us. Get after it.
Limited time discount available online only while supplies last. Taxes extra. New customers only. Must activate the device within 30 days to avoid paying full price. Offer subject to change.
As a veteran, I live with health impacts from my service. VA healthcare means you're in 100% control of your own medical care, your own benefits, and it only takes minutes to set up. A veteran should enroll in VA healthcare because it ensures that they get quality, high-level care for the rest of their lives. My service was then. My benefits are now.
Get what you earned. Visit choose.va.gov. Not all veterans are eligible for the type or amount of benefits mentioned here.
We welcome you to Smith's Ballpark here on this Friday night. And fireworks coming up later on this evening. A wonderful edition of the Star-Spangled Banner before we get underway. Reed Detmers for the Salt Lake Bees taking the mound in this stadium for the first time in 2 years. He struck out 14 batters the last time he pitched in a Bees uniform. And Reed, a guy that has had some success with the Angels in his history, including that 12th no-hitter that we talked about in the pregame show, that 12th no-hitter in franchise history. His catcher that night was Chad Wallach. The Angels dominated, so did Reed. He retired the first 15 batters that he faced that evening. What most people wouldn't know about Reed's history is how he struggled in the bigs, came back to Salt Lake where he made a mechanical change to his slider and suddenly started to get more guys out and got them out a lot more often. His next 4 starts after that, he had an ERA of 1.13. And so in that span, he joined Sandy Koufax and Mike Fears as the only pitchers to throw a no-hitter and have an immaculate inning in the same season. This year, with the Angels, won his first 3 starts as Sammy broke down the early part of his season, but he struggled after the hot start. In his last 8 outings, he was 0-6 with an ERA of 8.93, and he's made it clear. He said, I've had some battles. I've always come back from them. He has no doubt in his mind that he'll come back from the rough patch that he's had earlier in this season. So he continues with the warm-up tosses here tonight. We take a look at the starting lineup for the Space Cowboys of Sugarland. And this is an offense that is at the top of the PCL when it comes to home runs, most runs scored. They're not the best in every statistical category, but when it comes to explosiveness, they take a backseat to nobody. And it's Greg Kessinger getting the leadoff spot tonight for the Space Cowboys of Sugarland. We're at the ballpark. It's a Friday night, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be. This is put high and deep to right, carrying back Adams to the wall, and it's going to one-hop the wall. Hustling into second with a leadoff double is Greg Kessinger. He's aboard to get the party started on this Friday evening. Kessinger with his second double of the season. Take a look at the defensive alignment for the Salt Lake Bees tonight. As Lopez is in left, Knowles in center, Adams in right, Ellis at third, Soto at short, Stefanik is at second with LeBlanc at first. Wallach behind the dish, Reed Detmers on the mound. Here is Joey Loperfido. And we talked about Wallach a moment ago. He has had a great defensive series so far in each of his 2 starts in this series. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. One of them there to second base. The other one, the short route over to third. A couple of double plays for him from behind the catcher spot. There goes a lift out to left center field, all the way back to the wall, and a wall banger here for Loperfido. It's going to score. Kessinger into second base on the play is Loperfido. An RBI double, a 1-0 Sugarland lead. No, not the way that Detmers wanted this to start off, and this is a terrific offense in Sugarland. And while the Bees pitching staff has done a pretty nice job against Sugarland in the series, held them to 4 runs in the first game, 4 in the second, and then 1 through the regulation 9 innings last night before losing 3-2 in extra innings. Cooper Hummel takes a called strike. Hummel so far in the season, .288 hitter. 9 doubles, 6 homers, 25 runs batted in. 0 for 3 yesterday with a base on balls and a pair of strikeouts. Detmers deals high. For Hummel, 2 for 12 in the series. Well, his batting average sub 300. This guy is 5th in the Pacific Coast League in on-base percentage. He's had a very good offensive year all the way around. Cooper also 4 or 5 in stealing bases. Look at a number of great weapons for this Sugarland team this year. They have homered in every game since May 19th. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Great to have baseball on KMYU. Thanks so much for being with us. We'll be with you with these same 2 teams tomorrow on KJazz TV. 1-0, Sugarland already in the lead. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Reed Detmers. Take a look now at our time and temperatures. The first pitch tonight was at 6:38. Time and temperature brought to you by Interform, proud sponsor of the Salt Lake Bees. Interform, one-source solution for all your company's branding needs, including printing, signage, apparel, and promotional items. A bluff from Reed Detmers as he gets set to face Pedro Leon. Pedro Leon, 2 for 13 in this series. 4 strikeouts. He was 0 for 4 yesterday, but he has had a huge impact in this series. Don't be fooled. Leon takes high for ball 1. As he made a stellar defensive play in the opener, leaping up the right field wall and took away what would have been a game-tying extra base hit from Chad Wallach. Leon started after it, leaves it alone. It's a called strike, 1-1. Pedro Leon, 6th in doubles, 6th in home runs. Number 1 in the Pacific Coast League. Runs batted in with 54. Runner at second, 1 down. The 1-1 is fouled off high to the right side. 1-2. Yesterday was one of those hot summer days, although it wasn't into triple digits by any means. Today, not as warm, but definitely not one of those chilly nights whatsoever. Just a cooler summer evening. Wind blowing out to left, but gently. Detmers the 1-2. We're even at 2 apiece. Pedro Leon also 5th in the PCL in extra base hits. Weather has looked threatening at times. No rain has taken place so far here today. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, second strikeout of the night here for Reed Detmers. So back-to-back doubles to start it off, back-to-back strikeouts after that. Going to bring up Shea Whitcomb. Shea Whitcomb had a 44-game on-base streak, snapped earlier in the series. Oh, but he got back at the Bees for that with the game-tying solo homer in the 7th inning last night. Shea Whitcomb, 2 for 12 in the series with that home run. He is a .306 hitter with runners in scoring position. Detmers the 1-0. Slowly hit back to Detmers. He hustles down to get it. Rifles to first in time to retire the side. Well, the Space Cowboys, they get a run. A pair of doubles to start things off. Detmers retires the next 3 in a row. 2 with a strikeout, and then a strike to first to close the deal. 1-0 Sugarland on KMYU.
We make USAA insurance to help you save. Take advantage of savings when you cover your home and your ride. Discover how we're helping members save at USAA.com/bundle. USAA. Restrictions apply.
When Tamika started her small family business in Madison, Alabama, we got tangled up with boxes. So they turned to Amazon to help with shipping and logistics. Now they're giving the whole world a glow up.
More than 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers like me.
At CubeSmart, we believe in storage that puts you first. That's why our team of storage experts is there for you in person, on the phone, or online to help you find the space you need. Whether you're relocating your family, reorganizing your space, or reinventing your business, we put you first. That's why when you're ready, you can complete your rental in person or from the comfort of your home and move in with ease. Get storage that puts you first with CubeSmart Self-Storage. Rent online and move in today.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
Always a fun time at the ballpark. Great to see the fans joining us. Many Astros fans here to see the Sugarland Space Cowboys. Blair Henley on the mound tonight, 2-4 on the season with a 5.44 ERA. He gets set to face Jordan Adams, who's going to lead things off for the Bees. He fouls off the first pitch. Starting lineup brought to you by Zions Bank. Take a look. Michael Stefanik. 5 multi-hit games in the time he has been with Salt Lake. A hit in 9 of the 14. Defensive alignment this evening for the Space Cowboys. Hummel in left, Loperfido in center. Leon is in right. Whitcomb at third, Machado at short, Amaya at second, Hensley at first. It is Henley on the mound. And it's Berryhill behind the plate. Jordan Adams, 1 for 5 yesterday, but a very important run batted in. 2 for 9 in the series. The Bees got up 1-zip yesterday, had it tied at 1 going to extras. We're down 3-1 and put together a great rally. Gave themselves a great chance in the bottom of the 10th. They were down 3-1, but fell short. A great double play, 6-4-3 to close the deal. Some clutch defensive plays in this series for Sugarland. Adams swings and misses, strike 3. It'll bring up Elliott Soto. As we talk about that 10th inning rally, yesterday Elliott Soto got a base hit as a pinch hitter in extra innings. The Bees, before that at bat, they were 0 for 7 with pinch hitters during the season. Elliott Soto swings and misses, down on the count 0-1. That was his first hit of this series. He was 0 for 7 himself against Sugarland before that at bat. Was the Bees still looking for their first win of this series? They have played Sugarland tight. Sugarland has had great pitching performance. So has Salt Lake. Soto foul tips it into the glove. And it's 1-2. Soto this year batting .318 on the road. He has been stellar on the road. .203 at home. And it's strange because you think of his best and biggest moments so far this year. Most of them have been at home. Grand Slam on Mother's Day, and what an emotional moment that was. He wore the pink gloves in honor of his late mom, Ursula. It was a magical moment here at this ballpark. Count is even 2-2. He had the Little League inside the park home run against Sacramento, where he hit one off the wall, got a double, or rather got a triple, and then scored on a wild throw. This is grounded sharply to the first base side. Hensley has it, has a ways to go, and flips to Henley, covering just in time. 2 down. Soto thought he might have beat that. Soto, who's had dramatic moments, also including A 2-run walk-off triple against Albuquerque. Bang, bang at first base. If we had replay, he would be out. That call was correct. Nicely done by first base umpire David Arrieta. It's Dexter Kelly behind the plate. Ty Krause is at third base. Here's Michael Stefanik. Stefanik 1 for 4 yesterday. Had an RBI double, and a double is always good news. We'll tell you why. That's because when the Bees get a double, you win a free double cheeseburger from McDonald's. This is Challenge. We'll take a look at this real quick. For now, the count is 1-1, and that is in there for a strike. But McDonald's teams up with the Bees to bring you the tastiest season ever. All season long, you get a free double cheeseburger with any purchase. Whenever the Bees hit a double, download the McDonald's app and check daily for irresistibly delicious offers. It's valid one time the day following a Bees double at participating McDonald's. You must opt into rewards. It excludes tax. It excludes delivery. Stefanik has hooked a lot of people up with some free McDonald's. I've been happy with that. Our staff has been happy with that. We're always on the lookout for that first 2-bagger of the day. 1-0. Sugarland in the lead. Bottom of the first, 2 down. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Henley. Grounded sharply past the third baseman Whitcomb and down the left field line. Stefanik motoring for second. Slides in safely with a 2-out double, and there's the free double cheeseburger for you fans. We just got done talking about it, and Stefanik comes through again. So double the fun with your free double cheeseburger with any purchase in the McDonald's app. One time the day following AB's double through September 30th. It's at participating McDonald's. A reminder, you must opt into rewards. It excludes tax. It excludes delivery. So Stefanik at second, 2 down. Here's Nico Goodrum, 1 for 5 yesterday. Nico takes inside, 1-0. Nico Goodrum, 3.02 in his time with the Bees. Has a couple of doubles, 3 home runs, 14 runs batted in this season. Infield playing back. And the 1-0 bounce up the first base side to Jack Santora, the first base coach. His manager Keith Johnson controls the coaching duties in the third base box. Count even, 1-1. The score, 1-0 Sugarland. The pitch to Goodrum. He's ahead in the count now, 2 balls and a strike. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Stefanik the lead at second. Henley from the stretch. Tapped foul. It's now 2-2. Nico Goodrum, who joined this team during the season on the road trip at Tacoma. Been a great fit for that clubhouse, too. Just a good energy, a very humble guy, and very passionate about being involved in charitable outreach. We talked about that a bit yesterday. Goodrum swings and misses, strike 3. Stefanik stranded. The inning is over. No runs, a hit. No errors, 1 left. 1 inning complete. 1-0 Sugarland on top of Salt Lake. Right here on KMYU.
If your first bet on Hard Rock Bet doesn't win, you get up to $100 back to try again. Download Hard Rock Bet now, Florida's only legal sportsbook. Win or get up to $100 back as a bonus bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Si un bebé se ríe desde el asiento trasero, suena feliz. Pero si un bebé está dormido, ¿te vas a acordar que está ahí? Olvidar a tus hijos en el asiento trasero le pasa a cualquiera. Un auto se calienta rápido y puede ser mortal. Así que revisa el asiento trasero. Un mensaje del NHTSA y el Ad Console.
One of USA Today's most anticipated roller coasters for 2024 is opening soon at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. Get ready to rise on the all-new Phoenix Rising, the tallest and longest inverted family coaster in North America. Thrilling for kids, fun for adults, legendary for all. Be among the first to rise, only at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. Buy an annual pass and get upgraded to the next tier free. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, service fees, blockout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Gain presents a tale of longing and long-lasting scent. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Add Gain scent beads for an even longer-lasting scent.
Make the most of your favorite summer flavors with Pepsi and Dollar General. Check out new limited edition flavors, Pepsi Peach and Pepsi Lime, aka the perfect complement to any summer grill out or chill out. Try them both at your local DG today.
1280 KZNS AM Salt Lake City and KSL FM HD2 Salt Lake City Midband. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Tonight comes your way. 4 tickets for $30 and save 50% on regular hot dogs and fountain drinks courtesy of Smith's. Fresh for everyone. Purchase Smith's Family Night tickets by visiting slbs.com. Any night is great to bring your family out, but especially Tuesday. First pitch swinging, David Hensley out to right, and it is gone. Solo shot home run for Hensley. That is his 4th of the year. It's a 2-0 lead for Sugarland. Well, they have been first pitch swinging a ton of times so far against Reed Detmers. It was back-to-back doubles to start off that first inning. And Hensley going to the opposite field. Puts his team up 2-0. So 3 hits in the game so far. Extra base hits for Sugarland. First pitch strike to Dixon Machado. Suffered a quad injury in spring training. Was activated yesterday. Good to see him back out there. Machado takes it's 1-1. We were mentioning, Smith's Ballpark. This is the final season. This stadium, this location. Many people trying to come out for the last season as many times as they can. Great theme nights throughout the year, especially on these Friday nights. You're going to find them tonight. Kind of a 50s and 60s night combined. Hot smash up the middle. Backhanded Stefanik. Nice play. Boy, Michael Stefanik with a hard hit ball and a low line drive like that. To play that on the quick hop the way he did, pop up, spin around. He made that look a lot easier than that is. So 1 down. Here's Luke Berryhill. Another hard hit ball, though, against Reed Detmers here so far in this outing. Berryhill did not play in the game last night, but had a 2-run home run earlier in this series. That is his only hit so far of the series. Berryhill batting .252 on the season, 3 doubles, 6 home runs, 23 runs batted in. Playing for the catcher spot tonight. 2-0, cut on and miss, 2-1. You see the throwback uniforms that will be worn by the Bees throughout the year. Earlier this season we had 20s night. Pitch is high, 3-1. We'll have some great throwback music on those different nights as well, so take a look at slbs.com. You'll want to be here for 90s night. That'll be a part of it. I know they'll have Stingers jerseys at different times, Buzz jerseys, all of that and more. Count is full. But you never forget that first time you came to this ballpark. If you're from the Salt Lake area, and for many people, not just this ballpark, maybe it was Dirks Field the first time that they had the chance to be here. The sights, the sounds, the smells, the energy, there was nothing like it. 3-2, swing and a miss. Down on strikes is Luke Berryhill. 3rd K of the game here so far for Detmers. Number 9 hitter Jacob Amaya now steps to the dish. And don't be fooled with where this guy is in the batting lineup. He's extremely dangerous, and he's provided some of that so far in the series as he homered back in Game 1. Heavy cut, swing and a miss, 0-1. The number 23 prospect in the Astros organization. Takes for a cold, strike 2. My first time being here, it was Dirksfield. Back when the Trappers were such a big deal in Salt Lake City. Those games were just electric. You could not wait to get to the ballpark. You wanted to get there early. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A pair of strikeouts in each inning of work so far for Reed Detmers. But Sugarland has played it a run in each of those innings. This is solo shot home run from David Hensley. But it ends with the strikeout of Jacob Amaya. It's 2-0. Sugarland on top of Salt Lake on KMYU.
At Mariner, behind every advisor is access to a team of advisors designed to provide solutions for complex wealth challenges. So advisors have a go-to person for tax support, another person whose whole world is insurance, and someone else focused on estate planning. All from Mariner, and all working together so advisors have access to everything they need to be everything their clients need. Learn more about partnering with us at joinmariner.com. Wealth on your level.
As a major research institution, Arizona State University offers the most online bachelor's degree programs, along with world-class faculty and dedicated support. Discover why ASU is ranked #1 in innovation for 9 consecutive years. Tap to learn more.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Headed to the bottom of the second inning. Welcome to our broadcast here on a Friday night. We'll be back with you tomorrow on KJazz TV. Same 2 teams. 2-0. Sugarland on top of the Bees. Here at Smith's Ballpark, Charles LeBlanc's going to lead things off. Charles swings and misses 0-1. For LeBlanc, 0 for 3 yesterday with the base on balls, 1 for 10 in the series. But he has had a great stretch of play over the last few weeks. Takes, and catcher Berryhill believes that was in the zone. They're going to challenge this. We'll take a look at the monitor and see what happened here. It was indeed in the zone. And it's 0-2. LeBlanc, who had a 23-game on-base streak, snapped recently. Batting .242 on the season. With 5 doubles. There's a slow grounder up the middle. Amaya behind the second base bag takes care of that. 1 down. Tonight's trivia question, a fun one involving the 50s. Go back to maybe the most dramatic moment of the 50s in the game of baseball. Question today, who was on deck during the shot heard round the world? Hit by Bobby Thompson. 1951. As Bobby Thompson hit that home run off of Ralph Branca at the Polo Grounds. October 3rd, 1951. The highlight, of course, Russ Hodges yelling out, "The Giants win the pennant, the Giants win the pennant." We'll give you that answer in the 7th. At least we'll reveal it on this broadcast for sure in the 7th. Drew Ellis, now at the plate, takes another strike, 0-2. But so many heard that game on radio. They remembered where they were, just how dramatic the whole entire thing was. On August 11th, Brooklyn had a 13.5-game lead over the second-place Giants. And it looked like it was for sure going to be a Dodgers-Yankees World Series. And all of a sudden, the Giants rallied their way back. Were able to force the playoff, a 3-game playoff, swing and a miss, strike 3 to Ellis. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Jack Lopez. One thing people don't remember about all of that is that Brooklyn actually won the coin toss that would help make the decision on who had home field advantage. They chose to host Game 1 and then go to the Polo Grounds for Games 2 and 3. They won Game 1, lost Game 2, won Game 3. Jack Lopez 0 for 3 last night, 3 for 11 in this series with a double. Bees trailed 2-0. And Lopez goes to the opposite field, a screamer, but right to Leon, who was there to catch it and retire the side. 2 innings in the books, 2-0 Sugarland on KMYU.
At CubeSmart, we believe in storage that puts you first. That's why our team of storage experts is there for you in person, on the phone, or online to help you find the space you need. Whether you're relocating your family, reorganizing your space, or reinventing your business, we put you first. That's why when you're ready, you can complete your rental in person or from the comfort of your home and move in with ease. Get storage that puts you first with CubeSmart Self-Storage. Rent online and move in today.
This is the sound of turning small bets into legendary wins. Only on the Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app. The sound of parlays. The sound of paydays. The sound of watching the game will never be the same. Hard Rock Bet has already paid out millions and millions in parlays to people across Florida. Download Hard Rock Bet now, and if your first bet doesn't win, get up to $100 back as a bonus bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
It's time to recognize you sausage-loving genius. For without you, how would we know that Eckrich smoked sausage can be eaten thrice in one day, and that you can take your lunch break before noon? Here's to you, Eckrich smoked sausage. You do you.
Top of the third, top of the order. It'll be Greg Kessinger, Joey Loperfido, and Cooper Hummel coming to the plate, 2-0. It's the Sugarland Space Cowboys. Some people call them Maurice with the lead here tonight. Against the Salt Lake Bees, Reed Detmer's out there for his 3rd inning of work. We take our first look at the out-of-town scoreboard here today. Busy day in the Bigs. Some games have already gone a final. Get to those in a moment. Kessinger doubled to start this game on the first pitch from Reed Detmers. This time he takes a first pitch for a ball, but the catcher, Wallach, has challenged him. So we take a look at the monitor to see if it was indeed a ball, and it is. Low, 1-0. The Brewers dominated the Tigers today on the final score of 10-0. 1-0 cut on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pirates blanked the Twins 3-0. Washington Nationals doubled up the Braves by the final of 2-1. 1-1 grounded through the whole right side and into right field, a base hit. So Greg Kessinger with his 2nd hit so far of the night. A leadoff single for him, now for Joey Loperfido. Loperfido was able to drive Kessinger in back in that first inning with an RBI double. Loperfido, who was 0 for 4 last night, has had a quality series with some key plays. Goes to the opposite field, deep down the left field line. That ball is slicing foul. So far in this series, Sugarland has had plenty of moments they've put together home run distance on a big swing that have had it land in foul territory. The lead at first, Kessinger. The 0-1 flared down the left side now to play 0-2. But Joey Loperfido, maybe his biggest contribution in this series defensively. A key moment, the bottom of the 7th, game 2 of this series. Bees were about to tie or maybe even take the lead. Jason Martin scalded a ball, ticketed down the right field line. And Loperfido leaped up, took it right out of the air. Goes to the opposite field. Back-to-back knocks lead off the 3rd inning here for Sugarland. They have runners at first and second with nobody out. It brings up Cooper Hummel. Hummel struck out in the 1st inning. Wallach out there with signs from the catcher spot. As trouble looms here in this top of the 3rd inning. 2-0 Sugarland. Fouled over the screen behind home plate, 0-1. The Orioles leading at Tampa 6-3. They're in the bottom of the 8th there. No score, Dodgers and the Yankees, bottom of the 7th in the Bronx. Demers comes set from the stretch. The 0-1. Hummel takes up, and it's even at a ball and a strike. Reds 3, Cubs 1. They're in the bottom of the 8th. The 1-1. Line high and foul over the right side, out of play and over everything. The Guardians and Marlins tied up at 2. They're going to the bottom of the 8th in Miami. San Francisco, a 2-0 lead over the Rangers as they go to the 5th. In the dirt on the 1-2 pitch, blocked by Wallach. Headed to the bottom of the 4th, the Red Sox a 2-1 lead at the White Sox. Chicago with a 14-game losing streak, the longest in the history of the Chicago White Sox. Blocked by the catcher Wallach again. Count is now full. So the White Sox gave up a 5-0 lead in game 1 of their crosstown series, and then gave up a 5-0 lead in game 1, a 5-1 lead in game 2 against the Cubs, and then were blown out by Boston 14-2 yesterday. Runners go. And this is lifted high and deep down the left field line, headed deep towards the corner. It is trouble, it's fair, and it's a home run. 3-run shot, Cooper Hummel, his 7th of the year. It's 5-0 Sugarland. Well, off the bat, you knew it was home run distance. The big discussion was going to be fair or foul. And they've had plenty of hits in this series that they put down the right or left field line where the wind either got a hold of it and moved it to foul territory, or there was a big hook or slice. And this one stayed fair down that left field line. Reed Detmers, who started this season so well, a winner in his first 3 starts. This is hit high and deep to left field. Leon sends it back to back onto the left field berm, and it's now a 6-0 lead for Sugarland. Well, the clouds dark here in the stadium, and they've become dark here for the Bees in this 3rd inning. A 3-run homer for Hummel, and then Pedro Leon drills this one out there for Leon. Now his PCL leading 55th run batted in. That is his 12th home run. Came into tonight 6th in the PCL in that statistical category. And for Sugarland, they're the best in this league with home runs. They're the best when it comes to racking up explosive plays on offense. Bullpen, a little bit of activity stirring, but nobody tossing over there at that moment. Shane Luke's out to have a conversation with Reed Detmers right now. Detmers with such an amazing start to the season. As I mentioned, those 3 victories to start the year. It's been an uphill climb since. It's been 0-6 since then with an 8.93 ERA. The wind is blowing out and left. It was kind of gentle earlier at the start of the game, but it has picked up in speed. The first 4 batters have reached. They've all scored 4 runs in this 3rd inning. It's 6-0. Shea Whitcomb now at the plate. She grounded back to Detmers, which ended that 1st inning. 1 run in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, and 4 now here in the 3rd for Sugarland. Detmers ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Whitcomb hits it high and deep to left. This one is trouble. It's back to back to back. And it's a 7-0 lead for Sugarland. Shea Whitcomb with his 12th home run of the season. 44 runs batted in. And while the offense of Sugarland has not taken center stage in this series so far, they are front and center now here in the 3rd. And off the bat, you heard the groan of that crowd, and they knew, especially with the way the wind is blowing out and how hard this team has been hitting the ball lately, it was going to look much like the previous 3 swings. David Hensley starts with a 2-0 count. And Hensley with the solo shot home run in the 2nd. That led off the inning. 7 runs given up already by Detmers. And a tough outing. 8 hits as well. 4 long balls. And it has silenced this crowd here tonight. This ball is well struck, but to the deepest part of the ballpark. Deshaun Knowles back towards the warning track, makes the catch, and parachutes into the center field wall. Well, the first out of the inning is still a hard hit ball. This ball was hit about 410 feet, but it was to straightaway center. And Knowles tracked back on it. Just did snag it as he was able to leap up in front of the wall and make the catch. So 1 out, nobody on. Here's Dixon Machado, who grounded out to second his only time up. Machado takes a called strike. Machado, who was activated yesterday, I mentioned he has been nursing that quad injury that he suffered in spring training. Spent 2 months on the injured list last year. As it's been a stretch of time that he has had to battle injuries in the past few years, as he's been a part of 5 major league seasons with the Tigers and the Giants. 1-1, grounded sharply. The shortstop, Soto, wheels around from his knees and makes a terrific throw. He got him. Well, a couple of nice defensive plays. 2 down now here in the inning. Elliot Soto has been so much of what this team has needed. He's fit in so well since joining this club. Versatile on the defensive end. That play there, he was out onto the outfield grass, had to stab it down from his knees and make a great throw, and it was right where it needed to be, especially while trying to throw it from your knees. To just get that much velocity on it was impressive. He can be masterful on exactly how to use his body, his momentum, his balance. Pop fly, high in the air from Berryhill. Foul territory, and it will get out of play. But it's also Soto's instincts that set him apart. I had a chance to watch him many different times while being aligned defensively. I've had a few moments on the road where I've had a chance to talk to him about the way he will sense things while being out there. He said sometimes it's just stepping to the side a few inches one way or the other, or coming in just a little more, or maybe a step back. It can make all the difference to what happens out there. He also said he's a guy that at times will take some risks defensively. He said they're very calculated. It's done with understanding the situation and also who's at the plate. Barry Hill fouls one off of his leg. That's 1-2. But for Soto, you don't play 13 years of professional baseball without learning so many different things along the way and just having a sense and feel for what goes on. And I don't know if Elliot Soto has this as a plan in his future. I do believe if he ever wanted to coach in this game, I think he would be a great fit. Slow tapper right in front of home plate. Wallach, bare hand, sidearm, inning over. But damage was done. 5 runs scored in the inning. Back to back to back. Started with Hummel, then de Leon, and after that it was Shea Whitcomb. 7-0. Sugarland in command. We go to the bottom of the third.
With Secret Outlast, you can go for a jog and smell like you didn't. With Secret Outlast, you can go for a jog in the middle of August and smell like you didn't. With Secret Outlast, you can go for a jog in the middle of August and accidentally finish first in a fun run.
We have a new winner.
And smell like you didn't. With Secret Outlast, you can do anything life throws your way and smell like you didn't. Secret provides 72-hour odor protection. Available in sticks or sprays. Secret works.
At CubeSmart, we believe in storage that puts you first. That's why our team of storage experts is there for you in person, on the phone, or online to help you find the space you need. Get storage that puts you first with CubeSmart Self-Storage. Rent online and move in today.
If your first bet on Hard Rock Bet doesn't win, you get up to $100 back to try again. Download Hard Rock Bet now, Florida's only legal sportsbook. Win or get up to $100 back as a bonus bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Shooting drills. A coach who knows the game can teach their team how to improve. But one who genuinely cares about each player You have what it takes. We got this. Can inspire them to win. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit Truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Hey, earlier in this homestand, it was the return of Bark in the Park. Nobody had more fun than Bumble. He always has the most amount of fun. But it was a terrific night. It's been a long time since we were able to have a dog day at the yard. Make sure to join us for a future night with Bark in the Park. Go to slbs.com. And if you missed on this one, like I said, don't worry. Plenty more to take place throughout the year. Find those dates at slbs.com and get your tickets for that. It was an outstanding night. As Wallach is even in the count 1-1. You could feel the energy out there on that left field berm. Plenty of room for you and your dog. You also had treats and snacks out there. The 1-1 misses. Gentle check swing, and he did not go around 2-1, but it was a high-energy night, and a big thanks to Shields for their support of that night. They provided a ton. And all of your dogs go home with a Bees-themed bandana. There's all kinds of great goodies for you and your dog when you join us with Bark in the Park. So join us for all the games the rest of the season. Now, I was not able to bring my dog. I've talked about this, obviously being on the air, but I have been a part of Bark in the Park in the south side of Chicago last year. They did a really nice job at that. And the Bees doing a nice job of it here with Shields. Wallach, a nice job to lead off this bottom of the third with an opposite field single. So Chad Wallach aboard with a leadoff knock. It'll bring up Deshaun Knowles. Deshaun Knowles 0 for 2 yesterday with a base on balls. So far this year, he's batted 1 for 10 here in this ballpark. Bees down 7-0 against Sugarland, bottom 3. Knowles takes for a called strike. Deshaun Knowles, 5 for 34 so far on the year. He's had some highlight defensive plays this season. Knowles fouls it back. 0-2. Deshaun Knowles, terrific speed. While we talk about dynamic defensive players on this team, this guy certainly forgotten about a little bit. That's because of guys like Teodosio, Jordan Adams, Jason Martin, guys that are on this roster. Knowles takes down and away. Knowles, who was a part of the Bees earlier this season before being on the injured list there for a minute, but he loves being in this clubhouse because of the amount of experience that exists there, especially major league experience. A number of guys on the roster. 1-2, caught on and missed, strike 3. But Deshaun Knowles said, no matter where I am, I want to make sure I'm taking the next big step, doing the next right thing. 1 out, 1 on. Jordan Adams, who struck out back in the first inning, steps to the plate. Wallach still at first base, 1 down. Adams, a cold strike at the knees, 0-1. When you watch Jordan Adams play in the outfield, you can see why he was a 4-star football recruit and why North Carolina wanted him badly. He committed to North Carolina. 0-1 in the dirt, but it's cut on and missed. But Jordan Adams signed with the Los Angeles Angels. He wasn't just expected to, possibly play at the college level, maybe have a college football career. He is the only, or one of 3 players, I should say, ever to play in the Under Armour All-Star Game for both baseball and football. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for the second time tonight. Adams is down on strikes. Brings up Elliott Soto. Blair Henley has given up just a pair of hits. Other than that, it's been quiet so far tonight for the Bees. Elliott Soto grounded out to Hensley at first, and Henley was able to cover just in time to retire Soto. 2 out, 1 on. As the leadoff single from Wallach still has him there 2 batters later, and a challenge on this pitch. The original call, a ball. We take a look at the video board. Let's see what it says. It's a ball, just barely low. It's about as close as it can be. I mean, right up against it. You can hear the crowd oohing and awing with that. Soto takes the 1-0. Let's call the ball inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Talked about the experience of Soto. Can always feel his poise and his confidence. Just that everyday guy. No matter what, he has the attitude like he's about to go 4 for 4. Rips this one into center field for his first hit of the night. Wallach stops at second. 2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. This guy is all about confidence. The next at-bat is always going to be his best one. He carries that attitude about him, and it has definitely been infectious throughout the rest of the clubhouse. So batting in the 2 spot tonight, he moves Wallach up to second base. He brings up Michael Stefanik. He doubled back in the first inning. 7-0 Sugarland. And Stefanik scorches it high to the right side and out of play. No surprise for Stefanik to play so well with this team. His batting average at .333. This is his 15th game now with the Bees. He has made it look easy at times. The 0-1 fouled off over the screen, out of play. He's a guy that took a job at a law firm. He's about to be done with baseball. Sent a bunch of emails out to every single major league team that included film. Didn't really hear anything back from anybody. He was kind of done. The Angels had a couple of guys go down. in the Arizona Complex League, and they just needed anybody to come on in and fill a spot. Well, he jumped at that opportunity, and the rest is history. They noticed, man, this guy just keeps getting on base. Climbed the ladder quickly. Batted .365 with the Bees last year. Had a 62-game on-base streak. Played with the Angels last year. Batted .290 there. And all of a sudden, this guy's become a household name and in a hurry. Had a great conversation with him earlier in the series. He said, this game definitely has room for guys like me, guys that just get on base. Stefanik takes a called strike 3, challenges right away. Stefanik tells everybody, just hold the phone for 1 second. Home plate umpire Dexter Kelly wants to take a look at the video board. So does Michael Stefanik. And this at bat is going to continue. The pitch was high. So Barry Hill and Henley were starting to walk off the field. Now they will return back to their positions. The count is full with 2 down, as Wallach and Soto are going to get a head start. Stefanik is one of those guys, you hear it from so many different people. I just needed a chance. I knew I could show them this was possible. I knew I had this in me. He didn't just knock on the door, kick the dang door down. Runner's going to be on the move, the 3-2. Down and away, the inning continues. Base is loaded. Well, that was a really important walk. He was down 0-2 in the count, just continued to foul pitches off. Had some great takes in that at-bat, some really close pitches. But now he has loaded the bases up for Niko Goodrum. For Niko Goodrum, he has 3 home runs on the season, none of them with the Bees. This would be a fantastic time for that first long ball. So far in this series, Game 1, the Bees scored 2 runs. Game 2, they scored 2 runs. Last night in Game 3, they scored 2. They have needed a big inning somewhere. And you see right there, Blair Henley said, no, I can handle this myself. I got it. I know the situation. We all know. For Henley, he also has to kind of reset there a bit. After he thought he was out of the inning, all of a sudden the bases are loaded. Cleanup hitter at the plate. Goodrum takes high, 1-0. In any major rally, and the Bees have had one so far this year. In this stadium, they trailed Reno 7-0 on a Saturday in April. They rallied to win that game 8-7. Broken bat, slow grounder to first. Hensley has it. He'll tag the bag to end the inning. And Goodrum only has a sliver of the bat to go back to the dugout. Well, tough break for the Bees, literally. And they still trail 7-0. 3 innings complete on KMYU.
It's time to recognize you sausage-loving genius. For without you, how would we know that Eckrich smoked sausage can be eaten thrice in one day? And that you can take your lunch break before noon? Here's to you, Eckrich smoked sausage. You do you.
At CubeSmart, we believe in storage that puts you first. That's why our team of storage experts is there for you in person, on the phone, or online to help you find the space you need. Get storage that puts you first with CubeSmart Self-Storage. Rent online and move in today.
At Mariner, behind every advisor is access to a team of advisors designed to provide solutions for complex wealth challenges, so advisors have a go-to person for tax support, another person whose whole world is insurance, and someone else focused on estate planning. All from Mariner, and all working together, so advisors have access to everything they need to be everything their clients need. Learn more about partnering with us at joinmariner.com. Wealth on your level.
One of USA Today's most anticipated roller coasters for 2024 is opening soon at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. Get ready to rise on the all-new Phoenix Rising, the tallest and longest inverted family coaster in North America. Thrilling for kids, fun for adults, legendary for all. Be among the first to rise, only at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. Buy an annual pass and get upgraded to the next tier free. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, service fees, blockout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
We head to the fourth inning of play here tonight. 7-0. Sugarland in the lead. Nico Goodrum, who had a broken bat that helicoptered all the way out into shallow right field. And Goodrum and the Bees had the bases loaded there with 2 out. They were looking for a big swing of the bat there. Not sure what would have happened had the bat not broken, but you'd love to find out. Could have been a flare for a knock. It could have been down the line. First pitch, a ball. And it's 1-0 to Jacob Amaya, the number 9 hitter, struck out back in the second inning of play. And while this series has not been decided by simply bad luck, by any means, some ill-timed moments, whether it be tremendous defensive plays from Sugarland or something like that, has definitely loomed in the series. That ground ball is scorched through the left side, a base knock for Jacob Amaya. So Amaya, a leadoff single. And some hard hit balls so far against Reed Detmers. So that's the 9th hit against him so far in this game. 4 home runs have been hit off of him as well. 2 doubles. First pitch, a called strike to Greg Kessinger. He's 2 for 2. He's scored a couple of times. Has a double and a single. Kessinger has to step back to get out of the way of that one. It's 1-1. America First Credit Union can help you get your money working harder. If you're a fan of better service, lower fees, and doing more with every dollar you earn, save, or spend, head to AmericaFirst.com to join the home team today. The 1-1 upstairs. And a big thanks to America First Credit Union for what they do in the community. They are constantly helping out with those in need. They have a big push for fighting against hunger, and they do a great job of finding out which communities need it the most. And they want to make sure nobody goes hungry. They do a great job of looking out for those who may be food insecure. So many conversations that they have about enriching the lives of others. Many of those positive conversations, they actually go unheard. It's part of their culture. They have quality efforts to help those in need that actually go unseen. And they're okay with that. America First has been very supportive of so many different causes in our communities. A big thanks to them, whether it's the food drive. They also have what's called Warm the Souls in the wintertime to put shoes on children who may need them during the cold part of the year. The stuff that they do with Backpack Bonanza, where they make sure that kids have what they need for going back to school. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Now Reed Detmers, so far tonight now with 5 strikeouts and 3 1/3. There's Joey Loperfido. 2 for 2 so far tonight. An RBI double. He singled in the 3rd and scored in that inning as well. This is lifted high. An arching fly ball deep to right center. Adams at the track, and then he's called off by Knowles, the center fielder. Tagging and bluffing over there at first base is Amaya. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Well, you knew Loperfido definitely got under it. That ball skied high in the air, but it was carrying deep, and that wind actually that was blowing straight out of left shifted more to be right to left. And so it may have had a part in knocking it down a bit, and that's one of the very deepest parts of the ballpark, just to the right of Triples Alley. Here's Cooper Hummel, a 3-run homer in his last time at the plate. That was his 7th home run of the year. A run in the first, a run in the second, and 5 in the 3rd inning tonight for Sugarland. Hummel, a bouncer to the first base area. It's 1-1. Look at that wind up and throw there from Vladimir Sutil. He's had a great time with the fans during this series over there on the first base side. The lead at first, Amaya. Bounce foul, third base side. And for the Salt Lake Bees, they have had a tough time. We mentioned how Sugarland has homered in every game since May the 19th. The Bees have homered in just one game out of their last 8. And so for the Bees offensively, they have had big stretches of chutes and ladders. They had 14 home runs in a 6-game series, 21 home runs over a 12-game span, and they've gone an entire series without a home run. Hot shot down to third, off the glove of Ellis and out into left field, into the bullpen. Amaya hustling towards third. He's getting the wave around, but he put on the brakes himself. He was being waved in by Mickey Story. But on the play, Amaya was looking over into the rearview mirror and did not see Story with the windmill bringing him home. This is off of Ellis, out into that bullpen area, so he's checking back there, and Story was waving him in at that time. Amaya the lead at third. Hummel was able to get to second on the play. Pedro Leon, who was the middle part of the back-to-back-to-back home runs that took place in the 3rd inning. 10 hits so far on the night for Sugarland. It's tap foul. And it's 1-1. Seven of the 10 hits have been extra base hits. Leon, heavy cut, and he missed. He was looking for his 2nd home run of the night. The wind has changed speeds as it's now directly out to left again. I wouldn't say it's ever been a stiff wind, but enough of a wind to affect the ball on a high hanging fly ball that could be one of those wall scrapers. Leon takes a 55-footer in the dirt. For Pedro Leon, started this series 2 for 14 before that home run. And you could still feel his impact in the series overall, especially on the defensive end. 2nd and 3rd, 2 down, 7-0 Sugarland. Slice back to the screen. We'll do it again at 2-2. Reed Detmers has struck out 5 so far tonight. The last time he started a game in this stadium for this team, he struck out 14. A 2-2. At the knees, called strike 3, and as Leon was starting to stumble backwards on that, he challenges the pitch. And the replay says strikeout number 6 for Reed Detmers. Well, Sugarland, they threaten, they don't score. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 7-0 Sugarland.
It's time to recognize you, you sausage-loving genius. For without you, how would we know that Eckrich smoked sausage can be eaten thrice in one day, and that you can take your lunch break before noon? Here's to you, Eckrich smoked sausage. You do you.
Can you turn a small bet into a legendary win on the Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app? Download Hard Rock Bet now. If your first bet doesn't win, get up to $100 back for another shot. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
At CubeSmart, we believe in storage that puts you first. That's why our team of storage experts is there for you in person, on the phone, or online to help you find the space you need. Whether you're relocating your family, reorganizing your space, or reinventing your business, we put you first. That's why when you're ready, you can complete your rental in person or from the comfort of your home and move in with ease. Get storage that puts you first with CubeSmart Self-Storage. Rent online and move in today.
Get back on your weight loss journey with Optavia. Our holistic approach focuses on the whole person, so you can commit to transforming your weight loss journey. Say bye-bye before and hello after the after. Learn more at optavia.com/results.
Don't miss the grand opening celebration of Macy's Winter Garden Village starting this Saturday. We're kicking things off with a weekend full of shopping, live music, great giveaways, and chances to win free Macy's Rewards cards worth up to $25. Come check out our new boutique-sized space featuring top designers in a fun, convenient, and easy-to-shop store. Join us Saturday, May 25th at the all-new Macy's Winter Garden Village. New space, new vibe. More at Macys.com/new stores.
Here at Smith's Ballpark, they are known as Far Better Fridays. Ice cream. You scream. We all scream for Far's ice cream. It is the best tasting treat in the ballpark. May not be the first place you go. Maybe get dinner first, but make sure to stop by Far's Ice Cream when you come to the ballpark, or check out Far's Ice Cream in Ogden. He's there a few times. He's actually filling in for Steve Klauke on a coach's show for Weber State University. And that's where it was located. Let's just say I hung out for about an hour afterward with all the great items that are there on that menu. A delicious treat, whether it's at the ballpark or in Ogden. Fourth inning of work here for Blair Henley as he goes up against Charles LeBlanc. Got LeBlanc to ground out to second in what was a 1-2-3 second inning. 1-1 is in there at the knees, 1-2. The Bees threatening that third inning with the bases loaded. What a broken back ground ball from Goodrum to first. Retired the side. LeBlanc takes outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Charles, who's spent some time at the major league level with the Miami Marlins. And the count 3 balls, or it's full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes to LeBlanc. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Team MVP. Inside ball 4. Charles LeBlanc is aboard. So LeBlanc, a leadoff walk. Here's Drew Ellis. 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Sugarland. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Bees. Drew Ellis struck out back in the second inning of play. LeBlanc the lead at first, 2 for 3 in the stolen base department this year. Ellis takes outside. For Drew Ellis, had 29 plate appearances with the Phillies last season before starting this 24-year with the Charleston Dirty Birds of the Atlanta League. So the Atlantic League is where he started. Now ended up here. He has played the last 3 seasons with the Diamondbacks, the Mariners, and the Philadelphia Phillies. 2-0. Foul tipped into the glove. 2-1. We talked about him in the 2008 Little League World Series with his team from Jeffersonville, Indiana. And in that World Series, he struck out 18 batters, 9 2/3 innings on the mound, and then went 2 for 10 himself with a double at the plate. Sammy Miller also with a report on that at Salt Lake Bees on Twitter and all forms of social media. Swing and a miss. Ellis down for the second time on strikes. Runner at first, one out. Here's Jack Lopez. Lopez had a ball that was hard hit to end the second inning, but it was right to Leon over there in right field. So Jack Lopez 3 for 12 now in the series. Takes for a cold strike, 0-1. For Blair Henley, this guy that comes into today a record of 2-4, 5.44 ERA. This is his 11th start. Lopez, swing and a miss. 0-2. Coming into tonight, 27 total earned runs on the season. He had given up 9 homers. The opponent's batting .282 against him. He's been able to get 3 hits against him, but he has struck out 2 now in this fourth. Back-to-back strikeouts of Ellis and Lopez. 7 strikeouts on the night for Blair Henley. It was a great pitcher's duel last night, as we got to see Zach Plesac, Ryan Gusto go back and forth all night long. For Zach Plesac, the Bees have to be so happy to see him pitch the way that he did. It's Chad Wallach, who singled back in the third, comes to the plate with 2 out and LeBlanc at first. And Plesac, no hit. The most explosive offense in the league through the first 5 innings. Wallach out towards right center field. Luperfido on the run makes the trotting catch to retire the side. Luperfido with that catch, and after a leadoff walk, 1-2-3 the rest of the way. 7-0. Bees trail Sugarland as we go to the 5th.
At the UPS store, we want to make this summer the summer of shipping, Summer Ship-a-Looza, so you can start crossing items off your must-ship list, like the vintage film camera your college kid needs for class, or the vase you told your mom you would send her ages ago. And with our pack and ship guarantee, your items arrive safe or we reimburse you. So stop by your local store today for everything you need to be unstoppable. Visit the upsstore.com/guarantee for full details. Available at participating locations. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS store. Be unstoppable.
Add extra crunch to your next get-together with Chester's, Santitas, and Dollar General. Try Chester's hot fries and popcorn, now in party size, for a kick of bold flavor. Or grab Santitas white corn chips for that Mexican restaurant experience. Find them at your local DG.
Remarkable change begins with daring to be different. Baby, I'm on a mission with Boost Mobile to putting the latest phones in the hands of more people. Introducing the Signature Coach Prime Razor, only from Boost Mobile. Rush to your nearest Boost Mobile retailer and get your Signature Coach Prime Razor on us. Get after it.
Limited time discount available online only while supplies last. Taxes extra. New customers only. Must activate the device within 30 days to avoid paying full price. Offer subject to change.
Fifth inning, 5th hitter coming to the plate here for the Sugarland Space Cowboys tonight. It'll be Shea Whitcomb, David Hensley, Dixon Machado, the 5-6-7. Sugarland in command. Up 7-0. They've taken the first 3 games of this series. Shea Whitcomb, who hit his 2nd homer of the series, had the game-tying solo shot last night in the 7th. And his home run was the last of a back-to-back-to-back homer stretch from Hummel, Leon, and Whitcomb. Demers for his 5th inning of work, and he's ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Detmers deals, and it misses inside, 1-2. Same 2 teams tomorrow night on KJazz TV. Make sure to be with us. I'll be back with you again. Sammy Miller down there on the field doing a great job as always. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Shea Whitcomb. Whitcomb came into today tied for 6th in home runs, swinging a miss, strike 3. He was tied with teammate Pedro Leon, and they're both still tied for 6th after their home run earlier tonight. Well, so far tonight, it has been 7 strikeouts for Reed Detmers. He's had some at-bats where he's looked great. He's had a couple stretches. He's looked great, but overall, Sugarland has hit him hard so far tonight. And this is not anything new for Sugarland. As a matter of fact, the last 3 games is what you would consider rare for them. Sugarland had a game in that series against Las Vegas. They got down 6-0. They came back and won that game. But they didn't just win the game. They came back to win 20-7. That's how quickly they can do it. Reed Detmers, who was the youngest Angel ever to throw a no-hitter. This one's fouled off by Hensley. Now 2-2. Detmers, who credited the Angels coaching staff for helping him adjust with his slider. He said it was a mechanical change in July of 22. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's strikeout number 8 so far on the night for Detmers. 2 up, 2 down, back-to-back strikeouts, 3 in a row going back to the 4th inning. And for Reed Detmers, suddenly it became his strikeout pitch. Dixon Machado had a hard hit grounder to short. Elliot Soto made a nice play over there. Called strike to get it started. But after the adjustment he had here in Salt Lake last time, his next 4 starts with the Halos, his ERA was 1.13. That night he threw the no-hitter. They honored Shohei Ohtani, winning the MVP the year before. High fly ball out to left center field. Knowles with the call all the way in the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Reed Detmers. Sugarland, a 7-0 lead halfway through tonight's game on KMYU.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Granger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
After I got home from Iraq, I was able to enroll in VA healthcare, and I know that VA is going to be there for me when I need it.
Get what you earned. Visit choose.va.gov. Not all veterans are eligible for the type or amount of benefits mentioned here.
To everyone looking to make mealtime more special, our team member Joel is here to celebrate the return of a Culver's fan favorite.
Our limited time Pretzel House Pub Burger is back. 2 kinds of melty Wisconsin cheddar cheese, fresh beef, or thick cut bacon, all served on a soft pretzel roll. This pub burger has Wisconsin in every bite, and we love sharing a taste of where we come from with all of you.
Stop by Culver's for a handcrafted favorite. From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious. To everyone making time for life's best moments, let our team member Sandy share how Culver's is serving up celebration by the scoop.
From birthdays to any old day, our rich and creamy fresh frozen custard makes every day a little bit sweeter. Enjoying a handcrafted treat with all the ooey gooey toppings you love, surrounded by all the people you love. Now that's worth celebrating.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a sweet treat to make every moment count. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
FM Colville, 1280 KZNS AM Salt Lake City, and KSL FM HD2 Salt Lake City Midband. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Our 5th inning here tonight. Salt Lake Bees trail 7-0. against the Space Cowboys of Sugarland. Make sure to join us throughout the rest of the weekend. Saturday, 6:35 first pitch. Sunday at 1:05. Come on out to the yard and enjoy one of these great summer nights. Now tonight you're looking at the weather out there. It looks like it would be kind of a frigid night. We've been used to that with the way that the spring has been, but if you notice, a lot of short sleeves out there. The temperature has been just fine. It's not one of those sunny summer nights by any means. Still feels great out there. 1-1 to Deshaun Knowles, who's been busy out in center field. Struck out back in the third inning of play. So many great theme nights still on the schedule as well. Knowles swings and misses. It's 1-2. Fifth inning of work here for Blair Henley. He has been great tonight. As the Bees been able to put together 3 hits against him. They've had a base runner in 4 innings so far. 3 of the 4, I should say. As Deshaun Knowles fouls that one off of him, he'll try to walk that off a bit. But Henley has been outstanding. The defense of this Sugarland team has been great. All series long, not just tonight. You look at Sugarland and you think, man, if their starting pitching is going to do that, and you look at their production during the series, their bullpen is terrific. And their bullpen has been great during this series and throughout a lot of the season. It's then no surprise that they have the very best record in the Pacific Coast League. 38-22. They have the 4-game lead in their division. So if you're going to be that explosive offensively, you can just find different ways to win all the time. 2-2 misses away. The count is full. But as I was talking about, going down 6-0, then winning a game 20-7. They win a 3-2 game last night in extra innings. Clutch stolen base. A key hit to bring in a couple of runs. A big double play to end the inning. Knowles takes outside, ball 4. The Bees now with a runner on base in 4 of the 5 innings. Still trying to push one across. Gonna bring up Jordan Adams. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts so far tonight. Jordan Adams, the 17th overall pick in the 2018 draft. He had a really busy offseason and a very productive one. Goes to the opposite field and fouls it off. He worked a lot on his body. As he had some time with the Angels last year, he batted .128 in 39 at-bats over the course of 17 games. He had some stellar moments with his glove. But he wanted to get better in terms of his production at the plate. This is fouled off again, 0-2. And so his offseason, he went to work. He put on a rock-solid 10 pounds. Came into training camp, looked great. Turned a lot of heads, especially with sort of power. I mean, he's always had good power. Now he has even better power, but wants to barrel up a few more of them. And the 0-2 is outside. He has 3 home runs on the season. And in one of those, he showed that opposite field power that he has. His tremendous athleticism, a lot of explosiveness, and more than anything, just great maturity about him. Adams fouls off another one, 1-2. When he gets on base, good things are always going to happen. He's as good a base stealer as anybody. No matter what the stats say, he gets on and you can just feel and sense the stress that's out there from the entire defense, not just the pitcher. Adams lifts this out into center field, a base hit. Knowles is going to turn at second. He'll hold up there. First and second, nobody out for Salt Lake. First hit of the night for Jordan Adams. And that's an at-bat where he had to battle from behind, fouled off a number of pitches, then got one that he could just serve out there into shallow center field. Sometimes you don't need to do a ton with it, just enough. Simply hit it where they ain't. He was far from getting all of that, but that's still such a great at-bat. With how well he was able to work himself to get on base after working from behind. Especially after starting 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. So, Adams at first, Knowles at second. Good job on that follow-through. Tosses that bat aside. Adams, earlier this season, scored on a routine fly ball out to right from second base. He had another soft single to center. He scored from first base. He's all about taking the extra bat. Elliot Soto singled his last time up. He was stranded as the Bees were able to load the bases in that third inning. They came away empty. They're down 7-0. Soto takes for a called strike. Elliot Soto, as we mentioned, hails from Elgin, Illinois. In many ways, could be considered a fan favorite from a number of fans here in Salt Lake because he's had so many dramatic and fun moments with the Bees, and because of the fact that his story is so unique. 13 professional seasons, 10 before having some quick moments there at the major league level. The 1-1. Hanley pitches to Soto. It's out to right, and it's right to Leon. Tagging at second, bluffing is Knowles. And that was the type of contact that Soto wanted, but it went right to Leon, and there's one down here in the fifth. Now, tough luck for the Bees there. They've had two now that they've scalded out to right, and it went right to Leon. Jack Lopez had one earlier that did the same thing. First and second, one out. Michael Stefanik. He's reached base twice so far tonight. Stefanik slowly swings through, 0-1. That last base on balls for Michael really helped set the Bees up for the possibility of a big inning had they been able to get one big swing of the at-bat. Stefanik takes 1-1. Stefanik was down 0-2 in his last at-bat. He was able to grind his way through to earn that base on balls. As the Bees threatened, came up empty. They've had some tough moments offensively throughout the season, especially in this series. Pitches high. In each of the first two games, 2 runs, 5 hits. They had more than 5 hits last night, but just 2 runs. Stefanik ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. Stefanik, who continues to do a number of things well, hit with runners in scoring position, has been one of them. Ball 4. Second walk of the night for Stefanik. Well, Blair Henley has held the Bees scoreless. By no means has he been cruising through this performance tonight. And that pitch was challenged. And it was a ball. So that was correct. Well, and Stefanik was already over there at first base. So glad that was the case. Mickey Story headed to the mound. That's going to be all for Henley, but he is responsible for the runners aboard. Bases full of Bees. We'll tell you about the new Sugarland pitcher when we come back on KMYU.
When Jen Drummond isn't climbing mountains and breaking records, she likes taking things easy.
That's why I appreciate My Style checking from Mountain America.
Making dookies, eh?
My Style makes life a breeze. And the mountain of extra benefits is incredible. Shopping and entertainment discounts, mobile phone protection. My Style checking has it all.
Make a look easy.
Gear up for your next journey with My Style checking. Only at Mountain America.
Membership required based on eligibility. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the vehicles of the future for everyone. Have your power of choice with Ford's lineup of gas, electric, or hybrid vehicles. Outperform the competition with America's best-selling trucks for 47 years, Ford F-Series. Take the road less traveled in a Ford SUV, perfect for the mountain, city, and everywhere in between. Or check out Ford's lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles, like the Ford Maverick, Mustang Mach-E, or F-150 Lightning. Inventory has arrived. Head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
At Safelite Auto Glass, we know how busy your life can be. That's why when your windshield gets damaged, we make it easy to get it fixed. You can schedule in just a few clicks anytime at Safelite.com. Plus, Safelite comes to you at work, home, wherever. Or you can bring it to us. We'll take care of everything hassle-free. So when your windshield gets cracked, trust Safelite. Play that jingle.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Cole McDonald, the new pitcher on for the Space Cowboys here tonight, as the Bees trail 7-0, but with the bases loaded and 1 out. Nico Goodrum coming to the plate. Last time he was up, bases loaded, 2 out. Tried to turn on one, but a broken bat, little grounder over to first, retired the side. Goodrum hoping for better luck this time. The pitch. It's in the dirt. The Bees lost game 1 of this series 4-2. They lost game 2 of this series 4-2. They lost last night 3-2. Tonight, down 7-0. Nico Goodrum trying to change things in a hurry. The 1-0. Goodrum takes 2 balls and no strikes, a part of 7 major league seasons. Goodrum picked up by the Angels May the 9th. Started the season with Tampa Bay. Went 3 for 16. 3 balls and no strikes. Most of his career spent with the Tigers between 2018 and 2021. But also played with the Twins, Astros, and this season, the Rays and Angels. Inside, ball 4. The Bees get their first run of the game as they walk one in. And the score is Knowles. It's a 7-1 game. Well, if you're the Bees, you're not apologizing whatsoever. You take them any way that you can get them. That run is charged to Henley. But a tough start to this one here for Cole McDonald. That is the 5th walk issued here tonight from the Space Cowboys. Charles LeBlanc, with the bases loaded, takes a called strike. The Bees, who've rallied from a 7-0 deficit to win a game earlier this year. Usually if you're going to do that, it's going to take a big inning somewhere. A huge crooked number on the board. 1-1. When the Bees did that in that 9th inning against Reno, they plated 6 runs in that frame. Teodosio, who's now on the injured list, led that inning off with a triple, walked it off with a single. LeBlanc bounces this right to the shortstop. Machado, Amaya, on to Hensley, and the inning is over. The Bees get a run on 1 hit. No errors. They strand 3. Another timely defensive play from Sugarland. They're up 7-1. We go to the 6th.
If your first bet on Hard Rock Bet doesn't win, you get up to $100 back to try again. Download Hard Rock Bet now, Florida's only legal sportsbook. Win or get up to $100 back as a bonus bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
At Mariner, behind every advisor is access to a team of advisors designed to provide solutions for complex wealth challenges, so advisors have a go-to person for tax support, another person whose whole world is insurance, and someone else focused on estate planning. All from Mariner, and all working together so advisors have access to everything they need to be everything their clients need. Learn more about partnering with us at joinmariner.com. Wealth on your level.
Day or night, there's something for everyone this summer at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. Family-friendly rides for the high flyers, like the all-new Phoenix Rising, opening this summer. Our new Red, White, and Blues Daytime Festival for the social butterfly. And summer nights for the night owl, with DJs, dance parties, fireworks, and more. Exotic, exhilarating, excitement for all. Buy an annual pass and get upgraded to the next tier free. Hurry, offer ends soon. Tax and service fees, blockout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
7-1 ball game. Sugarland in the lead over Salt Lake. Tyler Thomas, new pitcher on for the Bees here tonight. A 1-1 record. ERA at 3.65. Thomas, this is his second appearance of this series. Pitched a scoreless 8th inning. Back in game 1, when the Bees lost 4-2 that night, they're down 7-1 tonight. First pitch is outside, ball 1 to Luke Berryhill. Berryhill 0 for 2 so far this evening, as he struck out and grounded out to the catcher, Wallach. The 1-0 is cut on and missed. A ball and a strike. Tyler Thomas has been very reliable so far this year. And the beautiful nights here at this ballpark, very reliable. Rainbow making its way on through. We had a double rainbow earlier this season. Fans were admiring that. The 2-1. Fouled off. 1 run in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third for Sugarland. The Bees with a run in the 5th inning. But they had the bases loaded in the 3rd and the 5th. Crack bat on to first. LeBlanc has it, 1 down. The Bees stranded them loaded in the 3rd inning. They left 2 on base in the 5th. That's due to the 6-4-3 double play that took place. So far on the night, Berryhill 0 for 3. This is scalded out towards center. Knowles coming on, has to play it on a bounce. Jacob Amaya with his second hit so far of the game. Amaya, his 4th hit of this series. He was stranded at 3rd back in that 4th inning. And here comes Gray Kessinger. Amaya, a base-stealing threat, although yet to have an attempt so far with Sugarland this year. Called strike at the knees, 0-1 to Kessinger. Kessinger 2 for 3, a double, a single, and a strikeout. He has scored twice tonight. The 0-1. This is low, ball and a strike. Take our last look at the out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Plenty of games in the Bigs that have gone a final now, including the Marlins, who beat the Guardians 3-2. Reds beat the Cubs by the same score. Orioles double up the Rays 6-3. Nationals doubled up the Braves 2-1. Couple of shutouts. Brewers smashed the Tigers 10-0. And the Pirates blanked the Twins 3-0. They're in the 11th in the Bronx. The Dodgers have played at 2 and still up to bat. They lead at the Yankees 2-0. 2-1 in there for a called strike, 2-2. San Francisco, 5-2 lead at Texas. They're in the top of the 8th. Go into the 8th. The White Sox trying to snap a 14-game losing streak. They lead 6-2 over the Red Sox. Many White Sox fans thinking, how are they going to let this one get away? Especially after the way things have gone for their team as of late. Mariners 9, Royals 7. They're in the top of the 7th. Thomas with the 2-2. A bouncer to short on 2 hops. Soto, Stefano, LeBlanc. Inning over. 6-4-3 to close out the 6th. Soto got it started. Stefano continued it. LeBlanc finished it. Rainbow casting over Smith's Ballpark here tonight as we go now to the 7th.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in 1 wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
Remarkable change begins with daring to be different. Baby, I'm on a mission with Boost Mobile to putting the latest phones in the hands of more people. Introducing the Signature Coach Prime Razor, only from Boost Mobile. Rush to your nearest Boost Mobile retailer and get your Signature Coach Prime Razor on us. Get after it.
Limited time discount available online only while supplies last. Taxes extra. New customers only. Must activate the device within 30 days to avoid paying full price. Offer subject to change.
To everyone looking to make mealtime more special, our team member Joel is here to celebrate the return of a Culver's fan favorite.
Our limited time Pretzel House Pub Burger is back. 2 kinds of melty Wisconsin cheddar cheese, fresh beef, or thick cut bacon, all served on a soft pretzel roll. This pub burger has Wisconsin in every bite, and we love sharing a taste of where we come from with all of you.
Stop by Culver's for a handcrafted favorite. From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious. To everyone making time for life's best moments, let our team member Sandy share how Culver's is serving up celebration by the scoop.
From birthdays to any old day, our rich and creamy fresh frozen custard makes every day a little bit sweeter. Enjoying a handcrafted treat with all the ooey gooey toppings you love, surrounded by all the people you love. Now that's worth celebrating.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a sweet treat to make every moment count. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
You name it, they've got it. If you need it, it's there. If you don't need it, it's there. So go get it at the Bees Team Store. It's dangerous when you start roaming around that place. A lot of great-looking gear. You always have to have that new hat for the new season. I'm wearing my old one from last year, but I do have my new hat. Drew Ellis leads off this bottom of the 6th. Ellis, who's struck out twice so far tonight. Lifts it high and out to left field. Hummel drifting back into the alley. He's called off by Loperfido. 1 down. Now off the bat, it looked like it might be more dangerous than it was. And the wind has completely died down, by the way. Changing speeds. Loperfido has been busy in this series. He made one of the most important plays of the series. We'll get to it in a second. Here's Jack Lopez, 1 down. Lopez scalds this out to the alley and through the alley. Hit one, hops the wall. 1 out, 2 bagger for Jack Lopez. And he's aboard here in the bottom of the 6th. Lopez with his first hit of the night. That one off the bat. You weren't sure if it was going to get out, but you knew it was going to be extra bases. And for Jack Lopez, it's now his 8th double of the season. He also has 8 home runs on the year. Chad Wallach 1 for 2, a single, and was stranded back in the 3rd inning. fouls it off the face of the catcher, Barry Hill. 0-1. Chad Wallach working with his battery mate Reed Detmers tonight, as they had worked together here before, and then also with the Angels. You mentioned he was part of that no-hitter back in 2022. Detmers had some tough times in the early part of this game. So we'll give you the final line on Detmers here in just a moment. But Wallach is a guy that so many pitchers respect for such great reason. He is so intelligent. Takes a called strike. Commands a game so well. Knows the scouting reports well. I mean, he is the extension of the staff out there on the field. The true extension. His dad, who was a manager in the Pacific Coast League, PCL Manager of the Year, Tim Wallach, grounded sharply right to the shortstop Machado. He'll check Lopez at second. Throw to first for out number 2. Here's Deshaun Knowles. Deshaun Knowles to the plate with 2 down. And Jack Lopez still at second base. Knowles walked and scored back in the 5th. It was the only run the Bees have plated so far in this game. Second inning of work for Cole McDonald. 6'1" righty from New Hampton, Iowa. Behind in the count 2-0. For Deshaun Knowles, he is from the Bahamas. Trying to become just the 10th player in baseball history to make it to the major leagues from the Bahamas. Knowles takes high, 3 balls and no strikes. Jack Lopez at second base. Quick conversation with Machado. Great respect between those two. Taking all the way, a called strike 3, or strike 1, and it's 3-1. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Sugarland. A run, 5 hits, no errors for the Bees. Knowles takes a cold strike 2. The count is now full. Jordan Adams on deck. And the Bees tonight, a few of these innings, been able to get guys on, get them over, have not been able to get them in. They've had at least 1 runner on base in every inning with the exception of the second. Knowles takes for ball 4. He's aboard for the second time tonight. You need that big swing of the bat. Sometimes you just need that big 2-out swing of the bat. The only run that was scored was on a base on balls. 4-pitch at bat. It's Nico Goodrum back in the 5th. Now to the top of the order, Jordan Adams, who singled just last inning. He's 1 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts as well. Adams flies it down the right field line. It's going to be out of play. If you're Jordan Adams, you're looking, obviously, to keep the inning alive. But for the Bees as a team that has gone without a home run 7 of their last 8 games, at some point, just want to see that big, heavy swing of the bat to do something like cut the lead in half. Adams takes low. It's 1-1. For Adams, he made his major league debut in August last year. Right away, made a terrific leaping catch into the wall. Started turning some heads. But he has also polished his game. I mean, as good as he was defensively, he got even better in that area. Started after the 1-1. Did he go? No. First base umpire David Arrieta said he held up. But all the little things, manager Keith Johnson has talked about it. He said even the stuff he was good at, he got even better. Throwing to the right level and trying to throw it towards home, not airmail in the cutoff on a play at the plate. 2-1. Adams grounds it towards the shortstop Machado. He throws to the short route to second, and the inning is over. The Bees get a couple on, but they strand. 2 as well. No runs, a hit. No errors, 2 left. 6-4 the put out on the fielder's choice. 7-1 the score as we go to the 7th on KMYU.
Every morning that you wake up in a pest-free home is a good morning. And with Florida Pest Control's Pest-Free 365 Plus, you can. It's more than just a pest control or preventative maintenance plan. It's Florida Pest Control's promise that we'll be there providing pest-free living for your family all year long. To learn more about Pest-Free 365 Plus and to get your free quote, give us a call or visit flapest.com today and choose Pest-Free Living with Florida Pest Control.
It's time to recognize you, you sausage-loving genius. For without you, how would we know that Eckrich smoked sausage can be eaten thrice in one day? And that you can take your lunch break before noon? Here's to you, Eckrich smoked sausage. You do you.
If your first bet on Hard Rock Bet doesn't win, you get up to $100 back to try again. Download Hard Rock Bet now, Florida's only legal sportsbook. Win or get up to $100 back as a bonus bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Tyler Thomas out for his second inning of work, 7-1. Our score here tonight at Smith's Ballpark, Sugarland in control right from the start. Reed Detmers, whose night is done after 5 innings of work, gave up 10 hits, 7 runs all earned. Struck out 8 tonight, but did give up the 4 home runs in the game. Thomas was able to pitch a scoreless 6th inning. Produced a ground ball double play of Kessinger. Now he faces Loper Fido. 2 for 3 on the night. Loper Fido, who was the PCL Player of the Month in April, the number 6 prospect for the Astros, has spent time with the parent club, turned some heads for sure. The fans have been impressed with his production at multiple levels. There's even a strong reaction about him coming back to Sugarland. 1-1 is in there for a called strike, 1-2. He had a tremendous start to this season, but he was also named the Astros 23 Minor League Player of the Year last season. Led the Astro system in hits, extra base hits, and doubles. Softly hit to second. Stefanik just in time to first, 1 out. That'll bring up Cooper Hummel. Hummel 2 for 3 so far tonight. Hummel, first pitch swinging, fouls it off to the right side. Hummel had that big 3-run homer back in the 3rd. This was a 2-0 ball game, and Reed Detmers was trying to minimize some damage there. Cooper Hummel had other ideas. He skulls this one out to left field. And for Hummel tonight, his 3rd knock. A 1-out single here in the top of the 7th. That'll bring up Pedro Leon. So Pedro Leon, he was one of the back-to-back-to-back home runs that took place. Back in that 3rd inning, it was a 5-run 3rd. Leon fouls it over the screen off the facing of the Sweets. Fans getting ready for that 7th inning stretch coming up. It's brought to you by Shields. And don't forget, with Shields, your kids get to run around the bases after every Friday and Saturday home game. The 0-1. Well outside. Ball and a strike. Tyler Thomas, who is with the Bees this year, has that sinker, slider, and changeup that he works with a lot. This pitch is fouled off. Thomas, who was acquired along with Evan White from the Braves in that trade for Max Stassi and infielder David Fletcher, that was during the offseason. So some very impressive stretches throughout the year. Had a rough outing there against Reno. Or rather against Albuquerque, I should say. But more times than not, you can count on this guy to go out there and nail it down. Very consistent in his approach. Nice strike out there. And a big one of Pedro Leon, the cleanup hitter. Before that outing he had, there was a difficult one against Albuquerque. He had a massive stretch. Quite frankly, he was dominant. Pitch to Whitcomb, a ball 1-0. He had 6 outings where he only gave up a total of 2 runs on 4 hits and only 1 earned run. Behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Now to Whitcomb. Whitcomb, a couple of home runs in this series, including one back in the 3rd. 2-0 in there for a strike at the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike. But that stretch that Thomas had, 8 2/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. He struck out 14 during that span. Opponents hit 133 against him during that time. His ERA was 1.04. He comes in as that lefty in so many different and unique situations. It doesn't matter what the inning is. Come in as early as the 4th. Come in as late as the 9th. 3 balls and a strike now to Whitcomb. But ever since the one rough outing there against Albuquerque, he has looked very much like that kind of pitcher once again. 3-1 is cut on and missed. 3-2. Shea Whitcomb. Readjusts his helmet, grips the bat again. Cooper Hummel's going to get a head start over there at first base. 7-1. Bees trail tonight here in the top of the 7th. Bumble putting on a show on the dugout. Runner goes. Line drive out to left center field. Hustling over to cut it off is Lopez. Motoring into 3rd is going to be Hummel. He'll hold up there. 2-out single and a hard hit single for Shea Whitcomb. That will continue the inning. As the runners are at the corners now for David Hensley. Bees bullpen is empty at this moment. Good work by Lopez to make sure to cut that off and not let it get through. It keeps Hummel from scoring on the play. Now David Hensley, who had a solo homer to start off the 2nd inning tonight. Hensley takes for ball 1. 1 for 3 overall. He was one of the strikeout victims on the night. He's pitching with 9 so far on the evening. Thomas made it 9. As everybody in the ballpark will get free Chick-fil-A because of that. Cold strike, and the count is now at 1-1. Hensley ready. Another strike, 1-2. Tyler Thomas a strike away from getting out of this one. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Bees down 7-1. 1-2. Tap slowly towards 3rd. Here comes Ellis. Fires to first in time. They're stretching here at the ballpark. We'll step aside. 7-1 the score. Middle of the 7th, right here on KMYU.
It's time to recognize you, you sausage-loving genius. For without you, how would we know that Eckrich smoked sausage can be eaten thrice in one day, and that you can take your lunch break before noon? Here's to you, Eckrich smoked sausage. You do you.
At Mariner, behind every advisor is access to a team of advisors designed to provide solutions for complex wealth challenges, so advisors have a go-to person for tax support, another person whose whole world is insurance, and someone else focused on estate planning. All from Mariner, and all working together, so advisors have access to everything they need to be everything their clients need. Learn more about partnering with us at joinmariner.com. Wealth on your level.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Remarkable change begins with daring to be different. Baby, I'm on a mission with Boost Mobile to putting the latest phones in the hands of more people. Introducing the signature Coach Prime Razor, only from Boost Mobile. Rush to your nearest Boost Mobile retailer and get your signature Coach Prime Razor on us. Get after it.
Limited time discount available online only while supplies last. Taxes extra. New customers only. Must activate the device within 30 days to avoid paying full price. Offer subject to change.
Not George Strait. That is Mr. Berryhill behind the plate tonight for the Sugarland Space Cowboys. He is not just a catcher. He is also a songwriter, plays the guitar, and certainly has a great passion for that, as well as playing the game of baseball. Bottom of the seventh. New pitcher on is Alex Speeds. Luke Berryhill behind the plate tonight. Doing the work there. The 0-1. It's grounded sharp space side, foul into the bullpen area. So he's a country music singer, likes to write and play music, kind of to express what's on his mind and in his heart. Now you would think that he grew up with it because of how good he is on the guitar. Well, he taught himself how to play in college. Soto takes outside 1-2. Said he plays to help him keep his mind clear. Takes the guitar with him everywhere, by the way. Every road trip, every place that he lives and stays. A little floater out to right by Soto. Base hit Elliot Soto, his second knock of the night. And he's aboard to lead off the bottom of the seventh inning. And so, for Luke Berryhill, as Michael Stefanik comes to the plate, Berryhill's dad, Larry, was a country music singer that actually performed in Nashville. Has a history in his family. His pitch gets away from Berryhill. A wild pitch will send Soto over to second base. And Luke Berryhill, mentioned that he can sing. He performed the national anthem at a game that he played in before. Previous years, Dusty Baker I believe it was his spring training game. He was there, gave him a big high five as he was coming off the field. So Berryhill, who plays music, he plays this game really well. He's the minor league player of the year in the Astros organization back in 2021. Berryhill homered the other night. It was a very important home run as this team won 4-2. It was a 2-run shot. The 2-1. Stefanik takes high, 3 balls and a strike. Well, the Bees have threatened tonight a few times. They only have one run to show for it. So Alex Spees is working with a 6-run lead. He wants to keep it that way. Stefanik takes for ball 4. For Michael Stefanik, he has reached base 4 times so far tonight. 3 a base on balls, once a double. Here comes Nico Goodrum. He walked to bring in a run. His last time up, he had the bases loaded back in the 3rd. It was a broken back grounder to end the inning. Goodrum takes outside, ball 1. Goodrum takes for a called strike. For Nico Goodrum, he was the first Tigers shortstop to have 5 hits in a game since Alan Trammell in 1987. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Now that game, when he did that, that was in his own backyard in Atlanta. And so Goodrum became the first player with 5 hits playing in his first game in his home state since 1934. Goodrum swings and misses for strike 3. 1 out, 2 on. Here's Charles LeBlanc. LeBlanc, who grounded out to second in the 2nd inning. He walked in the 4th. The bases loaded, 1 down. He grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in the 5th inning. Runners go. Pitch is in there for a strike. Sliding in safely at 3rd is Soto. Standing up safely at 2nd, Stefanik. Well, if you're the Bees here, you'd love to have a huge inning, some massive crooked number, no doubt about it. But at very least, you must get these 2 runs in. Juan takes a strike, 0-2. At times, the Bees' offense has been, to use a football term, that offense that's great between the 20s, struggles in the red zone. It's been the case tonight. Swing and a miss, strike 3. LeBlanc goes down on strikes, back-to-back strikeouts now. 2 on, 2 out. Here's Drew Ellis. He's 0 for 3. That's what I mean by that, struggling in the red zone. Sometimes they come away with nothing, but other times maybe when they had a chance for a 3, 4, 5-run inning, they come away with 1. Here tonight, they've had them loaded a couple of times. And Ellis puts this out to left center. Loperfido on the move, makes a spectacular catch. Robbing extra bases, robbing extra runs. Mr. Berryhill loves it. And Luke Berryhill will take us to break, 7-1.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppables in-wash scent beads.
It's time to recognize you sausage-loving genius. For without you, how would we know that Eckrich smoked sausage can be eaten thrice in one day? And that you can take your lunch break before noon? Here's to you. Eckrich smoked sausage. You do you.
Remarkable change begins with daring to be different. Baby, I'm on a mission with Boost Mobile to putting the latest phones in the hands of more people. Introducing the signature Coach Prime Razor, only from Boost Mobile. Rush to your nearest Boost Mobile retailer and get your signature Coach Prime Razor on us. Get after it.
Limited time discount available online only while supplies last. Taxes extra. New customers only. Must activate the device within 30 days to avoid paying full price. Offer subject to change.
play, but what a close to the 7th inning. Joey Loperfido with the play of this series. A running, leaping, stabbing catch out there in left center field. That is about as beautiful as it gets. To rob what would have been extra bases and a couple of runs for the Bees. And in this series, Sugarland has had the timely defensive plays to keep the Bees offense from scoring more than they have so far. Ryan Miller is on for the Bees now. As he is the third pitcher employed from Salt Lake. Ray Detmer is the starter. Tyler Thomas, 2 scoreless innings. Now Ryan Miller. Dixon Machado to lead off this 8th. Check swing. No, he didn't. Count is 2-1. Man, you could just feel the energy off the bat in that last inning, as Ellis gave that ball a ride. Loperfido made a catch. It was as beautiful as any catch I have ever seen in this ballpark. Full speed to the gap, leaping, lunging, stretching out with everything he had. He had another great catch earlier in the season at first, or in the series at first base. Machado slowly cuts through. It's 3-2. Ryan Miller on the year, 2-1, a 3.21 ERA, 28 innings, 22 hits, 11 runs, 10 earned. Opponents bat .218 against him so far this year. Crack bat, little floater, out to right, and it's going to get down. A perfectly placed little duck's north there for Dixon Machado. He's aboard to lead off the 8th for Luke Berryhill. For Luke Berryhill, he's 0 for 3 so far on the night. And 1 for 7 in the series. Seven to 1, Sugarland in the lead over Salt Lake. Dixon Machado. Good to see him back out on the field. Mentioned he's been part of 5 major league seasons with the Tigers and Giants. He leads off at first base. Pitches at the knees for a strike, 1-1. Missed so much time last year from May 31st all the way to August 10th. And was with AAA Sugarland for the entire season, with the exception of a rehab assignment in the Florida Complex League. Grounder towards short. Soto's got it. Sidearm throw to second. Stefanik on to first. Another double play. Stefanik, Soto, LeBlanc. 6-4-3. Nice work tonight. The middle infielders of the Salt Lake Bees. That one was not an easy one. Soto had to go to the hole, and he has to make a really sharp and on-target throw to Stefanik. It cleans up the base paths. Number 9 hitter is Jacob Amaya. Back-to-back singles for him on the night. Takes high, 1-0. Same 2 teams tomorrow, same time, different channel. We'll be on KJazz TV. Make sure to join us for the coverage beginning at 6:30. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 38 total games overall. Salt Lake Bees baseball on KMYU and KJazz. So excited to have these games on TV and to have you at the ballpark. Oh, that one hit Amaya. That was riding in high and hot. 94, and it got him good. He'll be attended to immediately. Taking a look at Maya. Oof. In that tricep area, but closer to the elbow. They're taking a look at him right now. trainer Takeaki Ando. Over there to take a look. For Miller. Third time he's hit a batter so far this year. Hopefully Amaya is able to stay in the game. Appears to be all right. Grabs his helmet. And take the painful walk over there to first base. Yeah, got him right near the tricep area, but down there closer towards the elbow. Not on the elbow, but you can see it was closer to the elbow area. So he'll trot to first. 2 down, 1 on. Ray Kessinger, the leadoff hitter. He started the party tonight. First pitch swinging. And it was a double. He was followed by a Loper Fido RBI double. Kessinger 2 for 4 on the night. The Bees have 2 6-4-3 double plays. One of them was hit by Kessinger. First pitch, ball 1 to Kessinger. So, mentioning that game tomorrow. And the matchup for you will be Davis Daniel against AJ Blueball. So make sure to be with us, as that is What's Next, brought to you by University of Utah Health, the trusted healthcare provider for the Bees family and your family. The 2-0. Bounce foul past the third base coach's box. Over there making the routine play, Mickey Story. I have to say, Mickey Story over there at third base. Vladimir Sutil at first. Great work when the ground balls hit their way. Same thing with manager Keith Johnson of the Bees at third, and then Jack Santora at first base. 2-1. 3-ball strike. And obviously they've played in their past, but by no means are they going to, as manager Lou Brown say, give me any of this ole over there at first or third. No, they get down and get in front of the ball. 3-1. Ball 4. First and second now with 2 down in the top of the 8th inning. Well, Joey Loperfido, what a series he has had. He's 2 for 4 tonight, an RBI double, all of that, but Loperfido has had all of the spectacular plays in this series defensively. He's had 2 of them. One of them might have been a game-saving catch that he had in Game 2 of the series. Tonight, with his team up 7-1, probably not a game-saver, but certainly an inning-changer. And the degree of difficulty was sky high. And he made that play. Loperfido takes for a called strike. An RBI double. He's also singled and scored. Miller has what he wants. He's ready. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Loperfido grounds it softly to second. Stefanik's got it. After 2 runners get aboard, Miller's still able to work out of the inning. Hit a batter, walked a batter, led off with a single. 3 total runners got on the base paths, but a scoreless inning pitched from Miller at 7-1 as we head now to the bottom of the 8th on KMYU.
You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, whenever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members only pay a $25 copay or less. No insurance, no problem. Now get $80 off your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
At the UPS Store, we want to make this summer the summer of shipping, Summer Shipalooza, so you can start crossing items off your must-ship list, like the vintage film camera your college kid needs for class, or the vase you told your mom you would send her ages ago. And with our pack and ship guarantee, your items arrive safe or we reimburse you. So stop by your local store today for everything you need to be unstoppable. Visit the UPSstore.com/guarantee for full details. Available at participating locations. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
5 KZNS FM Colville, 1280 KZNS AM Salt Lake City, and KSL FM HD2 Salt Lake City Mid-Bend. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Russ Hodges on the call, 1951, October 3rd. There at the Polo Grounds. The Giants win the pennant on the shot heard round the world. And the guy that was on deck in that game, the Rookie of the Year, a guy by the name of Willie Mays. The answer was A tonight. Moonlight Graham, one of the options. And Willie Mays, a part of that team. What a dramatic moment in the game of baseball. Great histories. It's throwback night here at the ballpark. Celebrate 50s and 60s here this evening. All Fridays we'll have plenty of throwback nights. 7-1 the score. It's Sugarland in the lead over the Bees tonight. Jack Lopez leads off this bottom of the 8th. Lopez 1 for 3 tonight with a double. Now ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Caleb Ort now on for the Sugarland Space Cowboys. Lopez to short on 2 hops. Machado, the toss across, 1 down. I'll bring up Chad Wallach. Well, anytime you go to the ballpark, it's fun, and it's even better when you get a Ford Fan Zone ticket. Comes with all-you-can-eat popcorn, hot dogs, nachos, and churros, endless soda to go with it, and it's only $28. Get your tickets at slbs.com. Now, if you already have tickets and you want to move it to a Ford Fan Zone ticket, the cost is just $20. So go to the ticket office, call 801-325-BEES, or go to slbs.com. One out, nobody on. The 0-1 to Wallach. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Wallach tonight 1 for 3 with a leadoff single back in the 3rd. Seven to 1 Space Cowboys. The Bees tonight 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. They have stranded 11 runners on the base paths. The 0-2 for Mort. Fouled back to the screen. Do it again. Caleb Ort pitched a scoreless inning. It was a 6th inning. Back in game 2 of this series. And this bullpen for this Sugarland team, they are tough as nails. 2 up, 2 down here in this bottom of the 8th inning. They have been great in this series. A number of different guys have contributed. Whether it be Coleman, Van Wy, Green, who had a win in the series. King, who has a save. They have the saves leader on this team as well, in Suero. There's also 3-1 on the year. Called strike. First pitch here to Deshaun Knowles. Knowles, back-to-back walks for him. They're in the 5th and the 6th inning. Knowles swings and misses 0-2. As Deshaun Knowles 0 for 1. He's scored the only run for the Bees so far in the game tonight. The offense just has been quiet in this series. They've had chances. They haven't been able to cash in. And finding chances, that has been tough in the series as well. A 3 up, 3 down, 8th with a pair of strikeouts. We go now to the 9th. 7-1 Sugarland here on KMYU.
As humans, we're naturally driven by the search for better. But when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. When I was looking to hire someone, it was so slow and overwhelming. I wish I had used Indeed. If you need to hire, you need Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors, according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. And Indeed doesn't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
It's time to recognize you sausage-loving genius. For without you, how would we know that Eckrich smoked sausage can be eaten thrice in one day? And that you can take your lunch break before noon? Here's to you. Eckrich smoked sausage. You do you.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Baseball continues tomorrow night here at Smith's Ballpark. Make sure to join us here at the Yard, and if you can, make sure to join us on the broadcast. Comes your way tomorrow. Coverage beginning at 6:30. The Sugarland Space Cowboys and the Salt Lake Bees will be on KJazz TV tomorrow. Back on KMYU Sunday with 1 o'clock coverage on Sunday afternoon. If you join us for the game on Sunday, make sure to get tickets for the Sunday brunch. Have to experience that. Terrific food options, terrific drink options as well. Cooper Hummel leads off the top of the ninth, swinging a miss 0-1. Teheran Guerrero on for the Bees, 6'8" righty from Colombia. 0-1. Inside. For Teheran Guerrero, 4.15 ERA. This is his 5th appearance, 4 1/3 innings. 6 hits, 2 runs, they're both earned. 316 batting average against him. Lined but right to the left fielder Lopez, 1 down. Well, Hummel with a single, a double, and a home run tonight. Now brings up Pedro Leon. A home run and 3 strikeouts. We mentioned that matchup tomorrow. Davis Daniel for the Bees. A.J. Bluebaugh for the Sugarland Space Cowboys. Comes the first pitch to Leon. Misses for ball 1. Pedro Leon, who they had him as an infielder earlier in his career. And then they were kind of splitting time with him, infield and outfield, second base, center field. Then had him strictly there with what he does in the outfield. That has paid off big time for this guy. Leon, who has improved greatly as a defensive player. We've watched that in this series with some spectacular plays, but even the routine play he's made look much better in this season. Line drive to center, second hit of the night for Leon. He's aboard with one down here at the top of the ninth. Here's Shea Whitcomb. For a guy in Leon, he got away with a few mistakes defensively because of his speed. Maybe he took a bad route, bad read. Now he has sharpened that up nicely. So while Leon had that great catch at the wall, which proved to be big to help his team win the game earlier in game one of this series, Leon has also just had more of the fundamentals polished in his game this season. It's an impressive thing and an encouraging sign in the Astros organization. Whitcomb 2 for 4 with a home run and a single. Takes a called strike, 98 from Guerrero. Guerrero can fire some heat. Tehran set from the chest, the 1-1. Ooh, and it clipped him. Oh, it was inside, and it did just get him. Didn't get him good, but enough that it results in a base on balls. Take a look at that replay. Well, if you're going to get hit by a Tehran Guerrero fastball, let it be exactly like that, or it just grazes your shirt. And now, a conversation going on. Third base umpire Ty Krause walked to the middle of the infield. Well, whatever that was about, it has been settled. Runners at first and second here. One down, top of the ninth. David Hensley takes for ball one. David Hensley, who was such a key part of the Astros organization in a postseason run a couple of years ago. 1-0 is fouled off. David Hensley made his major league debut in 22. He was part of the Astros World Series championship in 22. He was a ninth inning pinch hitter in game one of the ALDS. He was actually hit by a pitch. He was lifted, but that started a great rally for his team. Challenge here by Tehran Guerrero, I believe. He thought that hit the zone. The replay said it just missed. Count is 2-1. But in that ALDS game, Jordan Alvarez, a 3-run walk-off home run, but it all started with Hensley in a very important at-bat. Started a couple of World Series games as well, Game 3 and Game 5. He was a DH in those. Played 30 games in Houston last year. First and second, one down, 7-1, Sugarland. In control all night. Fouled over the screen right side, 2-2. Hensley, a solo homer in the second, 1 for 4 on the night. Takes a call, strike 3. Well, Hensley didn't like it at all, and now into the face of home plate umpire Dexter Kelly, and he's gone. Ooh, that got intense right away. I mean, he turned around right to the face of Dexter Kelly. Dexter Kelly let him have some say there for a while. You can see immediately he was upset about it. Walked right back to him. Kelly gave him a warning right there. Was as patient as he could be, and finally, the magic words are going too far either way. Hensley is done. Two down here in the top of the ninth inning. Ten strikeouts on the night for the Bees pitching staff. The first one for Guerrero. First and second, 2 down. Dixon Machado, who singled his last time up, 1 for 4. Fans have a good time with the sing-alongs out here. Fans having some fun with John Denver. We were singing Sweet Caroline earlier tonight. Here's some Garth Brooks. Here it comes. Win or lose, we have fun out here at the ballpark. Every night, it's a good time. So come on out here and join us. SLBs.com. We'll be out here tomorrow night having some of the same fun at Smith's Ballpark. Guerrero, the 2-2. Foul back. Here it comes. And it's been a very festive and active crowd here tonight. That was a nice play by a fan falling over a seat to make the grab. Clapping along to the Friends theme song. Great work by our game presentation staff all year long. Fun never stops. Slow bouncer towards second. Stefanik will sit on it. Throw to first. Top of the ninth in the books. Last call for the Bees. Coming up in the bottom half. 7-1. Always having a great time at the ballpark. At Smith's Ballpark on KMYU.
At Mariner, behind every advisor is access to a team of advisors designed to provide solutions for complex wealth challenges, so advisors have a go-to person for tax support, another person whose whole world is insurance, and someone else focused on estate planning. All from Mariner, and all working together so advisors have access to everything they need to be everything their clients need. Learn more about partnering with us at joinmariner.com. Wealth on your level.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Remarkable change begins with daring to be different. Baby, I'm on a mission with Boost Mobile to putting the latest phones in the hands of more people. Introducing the Signature Coach Prime Razor, only from Boost Mobile. Rush to your nearest Boost Mobile retailer and get your Signature Coach Prime Razor on us. Get after it.
Limited time discount available online only while supplies last. Taxes extra. New customers only. Must activate the device within 30 days to avoid paying full price. Offer subject to change.
Fans enjoying themselves here tonight. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast back at home on KMYU. Sugarland leads over the Bees by the score of 7-1. Bottom of the ninth. Top of the batting order. It's going to be Jordan Adams, Elliott Soto, Michael Stefanik due up here tonight. 7 runs, 15 hits, no errors for the Space Cowboys. A run, 6 hits, no errors for the Bees tonight. So defensive changes, I should say, for the Space Cowboys. As it is Loper Fido, who moves from center field to first base. This after the ejection of Hensley. And Hensley replaced in the batting order by Hamilton. And Hamilton is now in right field. Jordan Adams tonight, 1 for 4. Down to the count, 1-2. Adams, a pair of strikeouts, fielder's choice. And he is singled tonight. Did he go? No, he did not. Count is 2-2. Caleb Ort out there for another inning of work here tonight. Comes set from the chest. Here comes the 2-2. Adams fouls it off. Do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The kids are going to run around the bases after the game today. They'll do it again tomorrow. So if you missed on tonight's game, get your tickets for tomorrow night at slbs.com. Fans excited for the fireworks tonight as well. 2-2 down. Count is full of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pedro Leon moved from right field to left field. From right field to center field. Hummel still out there and left for the Space Cowboys. 7-1 Sugarland. The 3-2. At the knees called strike 3. As the strikeout on the night for the pitching staff of Sugarland. That is now their 11th of the evening. Make it their 12th. It brings up Elliot Soto. Soto 2 for 4 on the evening. Takes one outside for ball 1. For the Bees tonight, one of those where they were able to draw some walks, able to get some traffic out there on the base paths. Soto flares this one down the right field line. On the move is going to be Hamilton deep to that corner. It's off the screen. For the Bees tonight, 6 hits. 2 extra base hits on the evening. Double by Stefanik, a double by Lopez. Unless they homer here in the bottom of the 9th, they will be without a home run in 8 of their last 9 games. Swing and a miss, 1-2. As they have a number of guys who can go up there, grind out at bats, be able to get on base. And they have some power on this team, but it just has not been able to shine through, especially in some of the big situations where they get ducks on the pond. Do it again at 1-2. They have speed. They have great culture. There's great togetherness. And an everyday mindset to come in with confidence, belief on doing the right things each and every day. And when they put it on the barrel, they hit 14 home runs in a 6-game span like they did at Tacoma. 21 home runs over a 12-game span earlier this season. And a stretch where they scored 15, 14, 11, and 9 in a 4-game stretch against Sacramento. Beat the first-place team 5 out of 6 here in this ballpark. And they've had other extra base hit droughts, or homer droughts, I should say, earlier in the year. Soto did not go around on the check swing, according to David Arrieta. The count is full. On the other hand, the Space Cowboys tonight, they had a sequence of back-to-back-to-back home runs in that 3rd inning where they plated 5. Foul tipped. Is it in the glove? Yes, it is. Strike 3. 2 down. Back-to-back strikeouts here. Start the 9th. Here comes Michael Stefanik. He has reached base all 4 times he's been to the plate. Doubled in the first, walked in the third, the fifth, and the seventh. First 3 games of this series decided by inches. Great leaping catch at the wall by Leon in Game 1. Loperfido snagged what would have been a game-tying hit most likely in Game 2. Game 3, all the way to extras, and a clutch double play to close it out in the 10th by the defense of Sugarland when the Bees had the bases loaded with 1 out, tying run at third, winning run at second in that moment. Tonight has been a different story. Tonight was one where the offense of the Sugarland team, which has been kept pretty much in check for the most part in this series, really flexed their muscles early and often. The first pitch of this game, Kessinger blasted a double. Loperfido blasted a double. Mentioned the 5-run third. There's a 7-0 lead after the first 3 innings. While the offense of Sugarland didn't score in the final 6 innings of work. It was a great start tonight by Henley. Although he walked a few more batters than he would have wanted to. 4th walk of the night here for Michael Stefanik. He gave way for McDonald to Spies, and now Ort looking to finish off a 2-inning outing. That's Ort's first free pass issued. 8th walk of the night given up by the pitching staff of Sugarland. Nobody guarding the bag was Stefanik at first. Goodrum takes for ball 1. Sugarland came into this series winning just 2 out of those 6 in Las Vegas. They had some bumpy moments. They just had some inconsistent play. Called strike. They straightened out a number of things here. And when you have good starting pitching and then a bullpen that can nail it down, defense that not only doesn't hurt you but comes up with the sensational and the solid, can have a stretch where that most explosive offense in the PCL, which they have, has somewhat of a cooler start to the series, and you still win the first 3. I think the first 3 wins of this series for Sugarland should be as encouraging as any, because they've been able to show they can win in different ways and be great in several areas. 2-2. Nico Goodrum tonight, 0 for 3 on the evening, has a base on balls back in the 5th. Bees down to their final strike here tonight. Called strike 3. That is the 14th strikeout of the night for the pitching staff of Sugarland. And the number 1 team in the Pacific Coast League continues to roll in this road series at Salt Lake. 7 runs, 15 hits, no errors for Sugarland. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors for the Bees. Sugarland jumped on Salt Lake early. Got out to a 7-0 lead. While the first 3 games were nail-biters, this one a sound victory here tonight for Sugarland, who improves to 39-22 on the season. That's going to do it for us tonight. We'll talk to you tomorrow on KJazz TV. Same 2 teams, same time. 6:30 is the start of our coverage with a 6:35 first pitch. It'll be a fun one tomorrow night. Join us at the ballpark if you can. Go to slbees.com. Otherwise, we'll talk to you on the broadcast tomorrow. This has been a presentation of Salt Lake Bees Baseball on KMYU.
You've been listening to Salt Lake Bees Baseball. For a schedule of all the upcoming games and to buy tickets, go to slbees.com. This is 97.5.
97.5.
The KSL Sports Zone.